بنی آدم اعضای یکدیگرن که از آفرینش ز یک گوهرن. چو عضوی به درد آورد روزگار، دگر عضوها نمانند قرار. چو از محنت دیگران بیغمی، نشاید که نامت نهند آدمی. I used to think that I was cursed by all possible ways. Jewish, Iranian, Israeli, and a woman. I was born in Iran, Tehran. We were 3 sisters. Father used to work hard from morning till midnight. He was sick most of his life, and I was never certain if he would live to see the next day. But when he was home, he used to recite Persian poems with nobility and admiration, like the one I just shared with you. We were not religious. Father used to say that the most important religion is to think good, to speak good, and to do good. Mother worked as a hairdresser at home, but her real passion was for singing and music, and that filled our home and our hearts. She used to sing while cooking or cleaning, snapping her fingers to the rhythm and shake her hips. One of my earliest memories is of my mother sitting on the carpet, rocking me back and forth while singing to me. منو رها نمی‌کنه. There in Tehran, we lived in a very Muslim neighborhood, and our parents forbade us to tell anyone that we are Jewish. My best friend in first grade was a girl named Rosita, and I felt that I would burst if I won't tell her this secret. So one day on our way back home from school, I stopped and said, Rosita, I have to tell you a very big secret. I'm Jewish. And she looked at me with her eyes wide open and she said, really? What? What is it? And why is it a secret? And I said, I don't know, but this is who I am and I can't tell. When I was 8 years old, my parents decided to move to Israel, and I was terrified. But they told me that in Israel, everyone is like one big, close family. Well, and so I left everything I knew behind. We came to Israel. My parents, 2 sisters and I, my youngest sister was born later in Israel. We came with only 4 Persian carpets, as recommended to my father by a close friend, and a small red case filled with my mother's record collection. In Israel, within a day, I was introduced to a completely different culture and mentality. You see, while the Iranian mentality is covered layers by layers, revealing some but keeping most hidden, everything is polite, mysterious, dramatic. The Israeli mentality keeps everything open, free, cheeky, immediate. At the beginning, during my first days in the Israeli school, I used to stand aside during the breaks and watch other children playing. And from time to time, one of the kids would approach me and call me Parsit, Parsit, Persian, Persian. And I was sure that this is the way how the Israeli kids greeting me, and at the same time they are showing that they know where I come from. And I answered them with my new word, Shalom. It took me few weeks to realize that they are actually mocking me for being Persian. You see, the funny and the sad thing is that while we lived in Iran, I was a Jew. And when we came to Israel, I became Persian. But luckily, I didn't dwell on it. I mainly dreamt and fought to fulfill my inner world, to dance, to act, and mostly my passion for singing and music, which my mother carved on my soul. As a teenager, I started working in order to pay for singing lessons and dancing classes. I babysat, I cleaned, I worked in summer camps, anything I could get. And my dream came true. It came true overnight, like in fairy tales. And since then, from the very first album and for the last 30 years, my people have embraced me. And since then, I'm fortunate enough to perform in Israel and around the world on the most beautiful and exciting stages